Hi, I'm Rob the One-Legged Fool. Now try to say that 3 times fast, will you? Now for those of you out there that are staring, yeah, I can see you. I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking, well, maybe he's the invisible man. Maybe he's having some sort of freak side effect. That's why some of his body is invisible. Some isn't. Or maybe you just think it's some sort of a trick. That's possible. Well, let me assure you, this is no magician's act. No tricks, no cameras. I'm just an amputee. See? Yep, one leg. But, lefty, yep, he's left the building, man. Now the next question that I often see in people is often, comes straight out of their, mouth is, well, how did I lose my leg? Well, I'll tell you, because it's kind of funny, as to how it happened, if there really is such a thing. You see, me and this pushmower of mine, we used to be real close friends, Steve and I. I called him Steve because to me, he looked a lot like a Steve. That's a good reason, right? Anyway, we used to go and help people, mostly old folks, because the neighborhood kids, they were charging them too much, money to do their, lawns. So we would help them, and only charge them for the cost of the supplies. And anyway, he and I, we used to, be real close friends and all. So Steve, well, until one day now, he started getting really sloppy. He really wasn't doing his job right. You know what I'm saying? And after that, we kind of started getting into arguments all the time, man. Until one day I finally said to him, "Hey Steve, man, what is with you lately? You're not keeping a straight line anymore. Alright, you're leaving, spots here and there. I'm telling you, man, either do your job right, alright, or I'm going to have to fire you." Well, I guess I peed him off. That, or he was suffering from a bad case of dry filter hemorrhoids. I figured it was something like that, because why else would he have shot me in the shin bone with a carpenter's nail, a rusty one at that? Well, anyway, it caused my leg to get infected, and they later cut it off. Talk about having one foot on the ground and one in the grave. Oh, still, I'm the one that got the last laugh, because afterwards, I buried Steve in a junkyard under some rusty old cars where he will never be found again. I told him, you don't mess around with a half-breed redneck. Come to think about it, though, kind of glad he shot me in the leg. After all, he could have shot me on one of my butt cheeks. Then, of course, I wouldn't be able to sit up straight in a chair anymore. I wouldn't have any cushion to sit on either. So that is a plus sign. I have been hoping, though, that maybe I can grow a new leg, like the frogs often do. But I guess you can see that I'm having not too much luck yet. Alright. Alright, the other day, I found me a brand new one. That sucker had a well-rounded knee cap. It was nicely twistable ankle. Man, it had straight toes. It was very, very well muscled. Sexy looking even. In fact, man, it looked just like the one I used to have. And I was going to wear it, here and everything else. But the guy whose body it's still attached to, he wouldn't let me. Oh well. Some people ask me if I miss my left leg. Well, sometimes I do. Every now and then, I even go to the barnyard and visit his grave.